This is our main menu screen. We have a manual function screens here where we can run our crankshaft manually. Or we can go to the next screen and we can run our oscillator manually back and forth. We can go to the next screen. This would be our coolant. We can turn our motor for our coolant on and off. This is our power assist unit screen. This turns it off or the motor on, which allows us to move our arm package to the right or to the left. And the arm has to be totally back. If it's even just a little bit forward, it will not work. It has to be totally back. That will allow it to work. You can just turn the motor off when you're done. And that's your power assist unit. Another safety feature with this machine are the light curtains, which won't allow you to access the machine with power on. While it's in auto power on, you cannot access it. Can't get in here. It'll shut the machine down. If you are in repair mode, you can access the machine to do whatever you have to do with the machine with power on. With auto, you cannot reach in here and do anything. It shuts everything right down. Okay, the thread film. You want to pull the arm out a little bit? Put our film in. We want to go through the top rollers first. Make sure when we go through this roller that we're behind the dowels. Behind the dowels. Go between the rollers. And out the back. Change film. We'll want to cut the film, pull it apart like so, put in our new film, and then we'll want to come down and overlap the two. And we want to put 6 staples in here so it doesn't come apart when we bring the film through the rollers. And we want to make sure we pull the staples past all the shoes so we don't get any staples when we're polishing. Make sure we're in behind our dowels. And our new film is loaded. Okay, to load or unload the crankshaft, you're going to have to extend or retract the centers. When the lights are blinking, that's the condition that the tailstock is going to be able to extend or retract, but only when the lights are flashing. Okay, first of all, we're going to, after your program is written, to come in and polish our first journal, we're going to come over until the light stops blinking. That light, solid light, shows we are in position to polish. We bring our arm forward, make sure we're in the center, press our brake, close our arms, and polish. Okay, notice now we've polished one journal and we have started our cycle. There are no more flashing lights, so the tailstock will not work with no flashing lights because it will not let us take the tailstock back until the crankshaft is totally completed. So that's why there are no blinking lights. This is our thrust unit. We want to come down and do our thrust face. Make sure our green light's on so we know we're in the right position. Extend our arms and polish. clamp the arms, punch them up, button in, thrust face is complete. Something I'd like to also explain is just because the lights are on solid, that doesn't mean you're going to be ready to polish. There's also a sensor, a switch on the cylinder that makes sure you're in the center of the part. So if you are not quite in the center and you were to close the arms, the lights are solid, but it will not allow you to run. You have to get back to the center of the journal. So make sure you're in the center. Now it'll run. Maybe not. Maybe not. That is a safety feature so that we don't walk the arms off the crank if we're not in the right position. So just because the lights are solid does not mean you're ready to polish. You have to be in the center of the journal and then you're ready to go. You're ready to polish. Okay, we have 5 lube points on this machine, 3 oil fills, one for the power assist, one for the oscillator. The third one will be around underneath for the drive motor. And then we also have 2 grease lube points, one for the headstock and one for the tailstock. And those are the only lube points on the machine, just 5 total lube points. 2 grease, 3 oils for the gear reducers. That's all we need to lube this machine with. Okay, to change the coolant filter, we want to take off the clasp here, pull the top off, we'll pull our sock filter out, replace it with a new sock, set the canister back in, put our top back on, and we'll reclamp it. Pretty easy change for the filter. Okay, to adjust our power assist belt, we first want to remove this cover and we want to access this nut, and turning it in, we'll tighten it, pulling it out, turning it out, we'll loosen it. And that's our power assist belt adjustment screw.